Today, it's the National.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Now McCarron. Short throw to Smith. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
And despite injuries like these, Charles, with these guys missing, they've been able to keep that pursuit of perfection alive so far.
That just shows the depth that they have on the roster. And
under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Fletcher Cox, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
So here come the Texans now for their first drive. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And he's looking good now. I mean, 5 touchdown passes in the last game. Okay, he threw a couple of interceptions. That's a little bit of a concern. But I remember a basketball coach telling me one time he had a guy average about 40 points a game. And he said the press got all over him because he didn't play much defense. He said he's averaging over 40 a game. The guy against him's not scoring that. We still have the advantage.
Yeah, and they got the win last week in that effort.
Even better. It's always best to clean up things after a win than after a loss.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Now Stroud.
Can't get away, and he's taken down.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud.
It's caught inside the 25.
And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close.
A huge play there for Houston. 52 yards.
Here we go now on 1st and goal.
They run here with Singletary. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans.
Devin Singletary. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
No run back here for Jones. A touchback.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all. And if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff. And it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Here's 3rd and 7.
Now back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here, just a little slow. And, you know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a
That's
fast
true.
start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Now they air it out to start the drive, and it's complete. A huge play there for Houston. 49 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
Option right, here's Stroud.
Sharp move, but can't find much space. Dropped just inside the 20.
This is 2nd and 8. Stroud.
Escaping, and a big loss here as he's taken down.
Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
And this is taken in at the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd.
Singletary again. And this time he is in for a Houston touchdown. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was finished off by a Devin Singletary touchdown run.
On the return is Charlie Jones. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. See if they can do better here on this drive.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll look to throw here.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw.
He'll drop this one down to Mixon.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
40 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Mixon is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. He'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Trent Sherfield, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Bengals have cut it back within a score. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll make our score 14-7.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
On the give, this is Singletary, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Stroud to throw it. He'll get the hook up there to Woods.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on 3rd down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long. This is caught. It's Woods. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. They'll look to run with Singletary. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. Devin Singletary on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Texans go up by 2 touchdowns.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
Jones now on the return.
Now Jones.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing now is McCarron. Complete. Smith has it. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now here's McCarron on 3rd. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with a 21-7 lead already in their hip pocket, probably not a time to get too creative or inventive here. We'll see. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. And Stroud now to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Play action. Stroud now. He'll let this go deep for Collins. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. And that one results in 35 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Stroud. Eluding the pressure right. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Takedown in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans will extend their lead here just before halftime. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here are the Texans to take over. They've gone 2 months without a loss, 8 straight wins for them. And they've got the lead here in this one as well, trying to make it 9 in a row. Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So roughing the passer, and this is a unit, Charles. They hold their breath every time they see their quarterback go down and get hit like that.
Yeah, they understand how important these last couple of months are for this team. They can ill afford to have anything happen to him if they want to accomplish their goals.
Stroud toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down.
this will...
And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Well, that frustration, Charles, it's been building on the defensive side of the ball, and unfortunately there, it turns into a roughing the passer penalty.
Yeah, and they should be frustrated because he's picked them apart the entire game, but it's got to come out in a different way. You can't hit him illegally. Stop him downfield the way you're supposed to.
On first down, McCarron. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
2nd and 10.
And again, it's McCarron. Short throw to Smith. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Evan McPherson out for the Bengal field goal.
From the right hash, this from 33.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. Kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little...
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Bengals grab it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Let's just go.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
They'll run on first down with Singletary.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run, and that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Play action. Here's Stroud. He's got it to Collins, complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Devin Singletary taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Texans will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Charlie Jones now from his end zone. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over. Mixon hit, and all the ball is out. And the Texans down the numbers. There he goes. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. Now the try here for the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. McCarron and the Bengals come up 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. McCarron. And connects quickly to Jamar Chase. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
Back now in Cincinnati. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. A.J. McCarron looking to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. T. Higgins was the intended target. And it's 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. McCarron from the gun on 3rd. Short throw to Smith. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down. So winds up a very smart decision to throw the flag. They reset the spot, and now that's a 1st down. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now McCarron. That one taken in by T. Higgins. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
Now here's McCarron again.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 14. To throw, it's McCarron. Over the middle, complete. It's Smith. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down. To throw, McCarron. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And the Bengals are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
McPherson now for the extra point.
And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a Bengals score.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Houston's offense taking over again. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone.
It got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They'll get 34 yards there.
Come on. Back to 60. Hey, check Mike 57. Come 19. Ready, go.
Looking to throw. Stroud. Down to the 10. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A gain of 39 that time.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
Singletary here running out of the gun. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw here. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
A huge play there for Houston. 45 yards.
Even with a big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away, and frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively at second down.
Now a run with Singletary. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They only get a hard-fought yard, but that's all they needed. It pays off the decision to go for it, 1st and goal. So they elect to pass up on the field goal here that would have given them the lead late, Charles. They must have thought they had a play up their sleeve that would work. I guess they did. They got it.
They did. Exactly. I'm with you on that one. They felt confident in that play. They may have also looked at their defense and said, let's put them back out there in this situation anymore. Let's bleed this clock down even further. And even if they do have to kick the field goal or attempt it again, at least now they don't have to play as much defense.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends. And understand